Today I wanted to share with everybody some recent work I had done to the town car, and I thought I'd share it just because I've had a lot of comments on the initial kind of walk around of this car. Check out that video. This car's now appeared in several videos, some work we've done on it in the driveway, and just a general kind of discussion checkout video. I do apologize if the sun is kind of bright, but just thought I would do a quick one. So to summarize, I've had this vehicle for now 5 years. This vehicle replaced one that I had from 2001 to 2009. It was another 95. This is also a 95. It was the exact car as this, everything, totally everything. Cartier, same year, all that. I tell the story in the video that I do for this car, and I regretted getting rid of it. It had 265,000 miles on it. Pristine condition. I even had it repainted. This car needs to be repainted. It's having the same issue with the clear coat that one did, despite my best efforts. No, it normally doesn't just sit in the sun all day, but for the video I have it out. So anyway, I had gotten rid of that as a time and place in my life. I just couldn't afford to do the front end work, the rear end work. It would have been like $4 grand. Didn't have the money then, and knew the second I would get rid of it, it would be a bummer to me. Again, check out that video. I go into more about that. So recently on this one, throughout the summer, the check engine light came on. It was just tough to start, but it ran fine, and the check engine light would stay on. Cold starts, it would, again, hard to start. Had it in. I think a mass air sensor they looked at, replaced. It was fine for a while, came back. The check engine light came on again after like 2 weeks. Went back. They had their diagnostic guy take a look and spend time with it. Did some changed sensor on it. I forget which sensors they replaced. Dig back to the receipt. So then I think I picked it up on like a Friday. This was like a few weeks back, and by like Sunday afternoon, check engine light came on. So when they showed back up to work on Monday, there it was. Where I have this car done, they are very competent, really, really good people. So it was a more or less tracing the issue, and they did. They ultimately got it. And I just wanted to show you the receipt for the recent work, because I am not a computer guy when it comes to vehicles. So let's see. Maybe we just sit in the car and look at this, because it's getting bright again out here. So I folded it so yeah, I don't care that you know my name and all that, but it's just like my phone number and all that stuff's on there. So you can see, looks like R&R sensor connector hose, or is that for housing? EGR hose kit, EGR DPFE sensor. That's where I kind of get lost. Pigtail connector for the vacuum regulator pigtail. Customer wishes to discard old parts. I don't think they even ask you. So this was kind of like the third round this summer. Summer is really over now. We're in the fall. It seemed like it went on and on, but between my travels and all the things I got going on, it seemed like it went on forever. But a lot of times I would leave the vehicle there for a couple weeks, because I travel quite a bit, and the work would be done, and the car's just sitting there. So that's why everything took longer than it did. But what I'm interested for you guys out there, one, just give you an update on the vehicle. We're currently clocked in at 105,000. I did an oil change, did that on video recently. Thanks for all those who watched that and have taken an interest in this vehicle. One of the commenters on a recent video said I should get a Marty report. You know what? I didn't even think of that. I often find interest in it for other vehicles I see on YouTube and everything, but I never really thought about it for this car. We'd be curious to know how many of these exist in this combination with this like grayish color, light interior Cartier. I know at least 2 had existed, which is this and the previous one I owned. Kind of a neat thing or neat thing to say that I've owned 2 of these because they're not as common, but you did see them. Maybe not all Cartier, maybe the executive or signature, but I got fortunate when I bought the last one. I was, I think 23, 24 years old, and I paid 20 grand for it because, again, that was 2001 and it had like 50 something thousand miles on it, and I took it up to 265 or something like that. Well, thanks for watching. That was, again, a brief update. And next thing for this, would like to hear, next 2 things I really need to do, that I want to do, kind of heading into the fall, winter, is one, deal with those, because you can see the seat piece or control pushed in. And I don't know if that's, I can pop that back out and it's okay. So if somebody would let me know, that would be cool. Or do I have to try to find a replacement, salvage or something like that? Also, if you guys are out there who are into these cars and are looking to unload some salvage pieces, you know, I could always hang on to another grill, maybe a radio, because this has the deal with the knob where it doesn't stay off. My last one never had that problem. I have the original Cartier mats. So anything that, if anyone out there, fellow Lincoln Town Car person, would like be willing to part with, I definitely wouldn't mind keeping some stock around for little things as they age out here, but definitely trying to do my best to preserve everything. And then the other thing, I talked about it in a previous video, touched on it already here, is the paint. I need to start shopping around body shops to get this in maybe over the winter. I purchased this minor hail damage. You can't see it when you look out over the hood, but when you're outside, you can kind of see these little, like, they look like little pebble dings on it. That the clear coat's coming off, which is very common for these cars, no matter how well you garage them, how well you cover them, how well you wax them, all that kind of stuff. Clear coat is just shot. You know, it's just like, it's shot. Doesn't look bad over the hood. The irony is the hood is kind of in the best condition, but the roof and the trunk are really showing it. The chrome has that pitting on the side, the molding, which is very common for these cars. And then just like the plastic molding, you know, just the plastic changes colors. So looking to do that. That's going to be a biggie, but I love this car. I want to hang on to it as long as possible. I had the last one for 8 years, and then I had an 06 town car for 14 years until I lost it due to some crazy rust situation. And that's the thing, I do take care of the undercarriages, but it was like a disease. Once I couldn't, no matter what I did, I couldn't stop it. And part of me wonders if a previous owner had an issue with it, with water or something, or salt or whatever, and it just kind of timed out on me, canceled itself out. So thanks for watching, and like to hear from you guys. It's always fun to talk with fellow Lincoln enthusiasts and hear about what you got going on, and take suggestions from you as well. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon.